Hi Denise, this is Mike Lavery. Thanks for sending in your video. I'm going to take you through your golf swing here, and I've drawn a line on the top of your head that I want you to pay attention to, because as I take you through your swing, it's going to give you a good illustration of what your head's doing, and I'm going to tell you why that's happening once we go through it here. So as we step your swing back, you can see into the backswing your head lowers about an inch, which is a very good thing. Stays down there, and then about halfway into the downswing it begins to raise. It's gotten back to where it was at address. It continues to rise, and at impact it's a good 2 inches ahead of or higher than where it was at address. And then it continues to rise as you go into the follow through here. So I'm going to explain why that happens and see if we can't get you a little bit more consistency. So you do a lot of things really, really well. Your ball position is really good. You've got a nice balanced setup. Your stance is the perfect width. I mean, it looks like you're really getting ready to use your body well to hit this golf shot. So you're doing a lot of things well. You can tell you're a really good player. As we take you into the backswing, you would do well to shorten your backswing. So once again, your head has lowered about an inch, which is great. You're loading into your right side right here. I mean, you're generating a tremendous amount of coil, and you know this is an excellent position. Keep doing this, but right about here, you have reached what is a complete backswing. Your hands are up in front of your chest. The club is extended. You can generate all the power you need from here. But what you do is you kind of continue your backswing, and your wrists kind of collapse from that position, and the club face ends up pretty wide open. You can see the club face is pointing right at us, and you've kind of not done much more with your body than if we step it back to here. You can see your body is more or less done rotating right here. The rest of your backswing is your hands and wrists kind of folding and the club face opening. Now you do a good job into the downswing of loading the power and retaining that angle. Like I said, you created some really nice positions on the way back, and you do a good job of retaining a lot of them. But because of that move that you made at the top, we're going to go back to the top here. So where you are here at the top, you have to do something to reconcile this angle. You've created a problem for yourself. The more angle you create at the top of the backswing, the more angle you have to undo before you get to the golf ball. So you are busy in the downswing trying to square up this club face. Like I said, the club face is wide open, and you are trying to square it up and get rid of all that wrist angle that you created. So what you do is you begin to kind of cast the club and throw your hands at it just a little bit. And what happens then, this line is almost straight right here, and you're a good 3 feet before impact. So that club is essentially longer than it should be because you are having to cast it, throw your hands at it, whatever you can do to square it up. And as it gets longer, you have to stand up, because if you didn't stand up, you would more than likely hit the club behind the ball. I mean, the club would bottom out right about where it is if you weren't standing up, because you have straightened it. I mean, you can see the club in your left arm. I mean, they're just not quite in the line that they should be, especially given the great positions that you're in on the backswing. So what I would do, let me take some of these lines away. What I would do is I would purposely try to shorten your backswing to about there. Like when your hands and wrists start to collapse at the top, that's the end of your backswing. If your hands and wrists begin to collapse, you've taken it back too far. If you take it back to right here, I mean, you look like a full-out professional golfer right here. This is a perfect position. So I would do your best to kind of take it back a little slower, a little bit shorter, and get it into this three-quarter position, and you won't have to make those compensations on the downswing. You'll be able to stay down through it and maintain your spine angle through impact instead of having to stand up and save it. So that's the best I got for you. I hope it helps.